And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Texas Rangers and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Marcus Semien leading things off and takes a strike. And the pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Darvish kicks, delivers. Swings and misses. Now one away.
Well, that was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Merrill makes a nice running catch. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Next one misses, and the count 1-2. This one in the air, right field. Tatis squeezes it, and that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting in this one, Jacob deGrom.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Bottom of the first. Luis Ariz stands in. Ariz, multi-time All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fought off foul.
Ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
on the ground. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against it. Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Now here is Jackson Merrill. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
0-2 now. And there's a hit. And that extends the inning. And now it's Manny Machado. Misses off the plate, and that's ball 1. Merrill leads off first with 2 down to the inning. DeGrom checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Next offering is in for a strike. Two outs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, and the Padres take the lead. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
He swings and fouls one off.
Ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Xander Bogaerts in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Makes the grab, and that is that. Manny Machado with the blast for the Padres. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Top of the second, and the batter now, Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson.
Darvish back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Peterson just got a piece of it.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Right through there for a strike. That one ripped. Way back there. Gone. A monster shot to right. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So up next, Adolis Garcia. And there's the strike.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
Headed down the line. Hayward sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Josh Young batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
That one out to right. Tatis makes the catch for the out. So next to hit for Texas, Evan Carter. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground to third, and that one handled, and that is the inning. The Rangers edge closer on this solo homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward.
Always fun watching DeGrom go to work on the mound. He's so good, and as a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, he's got the honors to back it up. Won those awards in 2018 and 2019, becoming the first national.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now it's Tirso Ornelas. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. The next offering misses. And a count 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now it's Elias Diaz. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Ripped on a line. Langford makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Luis Arias. Grounded out his first time. Close one, doesn't get the call.
Ball 1.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Not close with that one, and it's 2-0. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch inside, and that's ball 3. Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck for the Padres. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. That's inside. 1-0. deep left field, and forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 5-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, dude. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Now it's going to be Jackson Merrill in there, and it's 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That one missed. Manny Machado would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Here's a rocket out to left. Langford brings it in for the third out. The Fernando Tatis Tater for San Diego. It's now 5-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
He's definitely a talented player. He can hit the ball a mile. And they're just hoping for him to have some more consistency so he can establish that next level here in the big leagues.
And that skips into dirt. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Say goodbye to that one. So he goes yard to left. And they're chipping away. It's 5-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. On its way to the corner. And that drops foul. Swings through that one for strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Outside low. And the count's even at 2.
2-2 the count.
One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's inside. Darvish delivers. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Now it's Marcus Semien. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics. And by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. And that's through there for a strike. And 1-1.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. That holds the lead runner. And now they've got two in scored position.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
Here's Corey Seager. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's hard hit in the line. See you later. It's their second home run of the inning, and we are all tied up. It's 5-5. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Up next for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford. There's a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
And now Jack Peterson. He's already homered here in this one. In the air out towards right center. Merrill makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So digging in, Adolis Garcia. Fly to left his first time. Off the plate, and that is ball 1. Tied up here in the early going. That one ripped right center field. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. The relay throw. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Josh Young. Flied to right his first time. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
A lot of pop in that bat. Had the distance for the Oppo home run, but many times you have that slice going to the opposite field, and he just couldn't keep that one fair.
And the 0-1. And the slider just misses.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's 2-1.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Ground ball to the right side. Cronenworth. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. All even at 5 apiece. Bottom of the inning, Manny Machado up to the plate.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
There's a strike.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Next pitch is downstairs.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Young tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Langford on his way over. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Two down, nobody on. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Padres go down quietly. This ball game still tied 5-all. And welcome back to the ballpark. Out of the 4th, and now the center fielder, Evan Carter. Carter, 22 years old, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. Next pitch is outside.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out in the gaps.
And another ball. Takes a swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at it. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Out of here. He hammers one out to right. It's 6-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. On the ground right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And that one off the outside edge.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that is out of play. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Now batting, second baseman, Marcus Simeon.
Here is Marcus Simeon, 1 for 2. Swings through that one, 0-1.
0-1.
Foul ball there. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Activity in the bullpen. Sean Reynolds getting loose out there. Matsui getting cranked up as well.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low. And now it's filled up 3-2. Corey Seager in the on-deck circle for Texas. And that one lifted in the air center field. Merrill makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the 4th, here's Jason Hayward.
Left fielder, Jason Hayward.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Tirso Ornelas, the next up for the Padres. That one misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And
Bad
another
ball,
ball. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's Elias Diaz. 0 for 1 so far. That one's in there. Strike 1. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball 2.
Foul ball. That's down and in. That's ball 4. Trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So the San Diego batting order turns over, and here's the first baseman, Luis Arraez. Popped up. Seager. And that'll do it. Padres leave 1. This one remains close. 6-5.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Yuki Matsui.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Seager in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, these Rangers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
And a swing and a miss. 1 away here in the 5th.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next to hit, Wyatt
Ball 1.
Langford. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off
Ball,
speed
1
there.
strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering
Ball 2.
misses down and away. And it's fouled off. Now all even up. That one blasted deep to right. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here is Jock Peterson. He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Peterson just got a piece of it. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1, 2, 3, go the Rangers. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Fernando Tatis Jr. DeGrom back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That'll be it for Jacob DeGrom, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. They turn things over to the southpaw, Obi Milner.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a foul out of play. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Snap throw to first. Tatis dives back in. In there. And so now 1 and 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And they take the lead. It's 7-6. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's Manny Machado now. That one outside.
No strike.
Ball one.
You know, these Padres putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That's off the mark. Now 2-0.
2-0.
And that one is inside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Sean Armstrong preparing to come on if needed. Jackson getting loose as well. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's the automatic. That clips the corner.
3-2.
And he chases that one. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. He is singled and he is flied to left. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. To the right side, Simeon. To first, that takes care of Cronenworth.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
2 down, bases empty. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses. 1-0.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fly ball down the line. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
Okay.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. 2 across on this San Diego homer. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sean Reynolds.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Garcia in the box now. Takes strike one. Action in the pen down there. Jason Adam up and loosening in the pen. Estrada also getting ready. The 0-1. Now this is in the air down the line. And that will drop foul. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Next up for Texas, Josh Young. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. There's a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
The 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball one. One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now here is Evan Carter. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Oh, and he hit him.
That ball hit him.
Well, nowhere to go on that one. Just squared him up right in the back.
Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Man, it seems like his control has just totally left him out there. He hits the guy, then immediately throws a wild pitch to move him into scoring position. I'm sure that's a lonely feeling out there on the mound right now.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. Fouled off. He was late. Man on second, 2 down. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. Rangers lead 1. They're right in it, though. It's 7-6. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sean Armstrong.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game, and now the DH, Tirso Ornelas. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Heim makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Elias Diaz.
Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
First baseman, Luis Arias.
And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Hard hit to third. On to Simeon, inning over. 1 left for San Diego. They'll try and hold on to their 7-6 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jason Adam.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers.
Jonah Heim.
Out to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Whips it across. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So up next, Marcus Simeon, 1 for 3. And a slider in there for a strike. Adam, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2010. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 7-7. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Corey Seager stepping in for the Rangers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And now it's even up.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
So Sieg suffers the strikeout.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. Next pitch misses inside. 1-2 the count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. And delivers outside. Two outs. Stays alive. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that is that. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. And we're deadlocked here at 7-7. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That's in there, and that is strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Robert Garcia, the left-hander, up and throwing. Webb also throwing. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will. First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here's Machado. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Up and in, and that's ball one.
1-0.
All tied up here at the bottom of the seventh. And the 1-0 misses low.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. In the air to left down the line. And that's a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next offering misses, and the count now even up. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Padres down in order, and this remains a 7-all tie. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jeremiah Estrada.
For the Padres, number 56, Jeremiah Estrada.
And Jock Peterson stands in.
The designated hitter, Jock Peterson.
Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Robert Suarez up and throwing. And fouled off. Going to count 1 and 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Next pitch misses. 2 and 2.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's in for a strike. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And Elbumby is kept in check with the K. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. And that is out of play. Now 1 and 1. Check swing, called strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just off the inside corner, and it's 2 and 2. This one in the air. Cronenworth. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. And the Rangers set down in order. Still tied 7-7. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Robert Garcia. Here's Bogarts now. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Ball 1 to Bogarts.
1 and 1. That's ball 2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Jason Hayward in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Eggy Rosario, looking to start something with one gone. That clips the zone. 0-1. One down, base is empty. That one ripped, but foul. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. Tirso Ornelas, the next up for the Padres.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Step off throw to first. And he's back safely. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Right through there for a strike. Fought off foul.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The 1-2 to the right side. And that one finds its way through. And the go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and he'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Stepping in for San Diego, Elias Diaz. Late swing, fouled off. And that one upstairs. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. That's out number 2.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias, known for his late inning heroics. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first, and we stay tied as the inning ends. Padres leave a pair. It's the 9th, and we are tied. Connor Joe. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. So digging in, Evan Carter.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Estrada back to work. Fastball is outside. That misses. 2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Heading down the line. Joe on his horse. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2 count.
Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass, it's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Berger swings through it for strike one. You'll one. On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Next pitch misses way outside. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Jonah Heim. That misses. Ball one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. And we are tied 7-7. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Jacob Webb.
Number 71. Jacob Webb.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Chris Martin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Tap foul at the plate. Tatis waits. That one 95 to finish him off. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Grounds one to short, and it's through for a hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. That's outside. And it's 1-0. One down, winning run on first. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Robert Suarez. Go ahead run on base, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Marcus Semien.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Dives and keeps it on the infield. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond to first.
Corey Seager to the plate.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Langford getting ready to hit. That one in triple digits. Bullpen action for the Padres. Adrian Morejon, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And 1-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Way high with that one. Ball 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Got him swinging.
Well, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. And that was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Here's Jack Peterson. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. poked on the ground to second. Cronenworth throws on to first. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. On to the bottom of the 10th. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. And that one fouled off. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. And the sweeper is off the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 on the way. And that one is lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Throws it away. Next for the Padres, Connor Joe.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Swing and a ground ball. Got him on the off-balance throw. 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now batting Tyler Wade, getting his first plate appearance here in extra innings. He entered the game as a pinch runner. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2-2 count.
And the 2-2. Got him! That K is his third of the game.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
And that's in there at the knees. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. Substitution now at second base. Here's the pinch runner for Texas, Leody Taveras. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps get an inning-ending double play.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second, and here in extra innings.
Ball one.
This one in the dirt. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Man at second. So now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss it.
Pulled the string on the changeup.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That's to third. Fires across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 7-7.
Now pitching for
So they bring on the veteran, Luke Jackson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in now for San Diego, Elias Diaz. 0 for 3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. Simeon in plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
now batting first baseman, Luis Arias.
Now here is Luis Arias. Outfield moves in, looking to cut down the winning run at the plate. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball.
I'd say that
2
stayed in the
strikes.
tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
One down and the winning run at third. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Now the number 2 hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. That's in there. That's strike 1. And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Padres go down 1-2-3. Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning. Adrian Morejon. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Leading off, Jake Berger. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Man at second. And downstairs.
1-1.
Next offering upstairs. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Towards first, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. What a way to get it going. A double to knock home the runner from second.
Yeah, just clearly trading places, and now that guy on second threatening to score more runs. Good clutch hitting to lead off the frame.
So next to hit for Texas, Jonah Heim. 1 for 4 with a double. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline, and they lead by 2.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Back to the top of the order, and the batter now, Marcus Semien. And ball 1.
1-0.
Liner, and this could be trouble. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Adrian Morejon gives way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Ryan Hoeing takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up next, Ezekiel Duran entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. Not close with that one. Ball one. If you're the Padres, this has to stay a two-run game. Inside, and the count now 2-0. Traffic on the bases with two already in to score, and we're deep into extras. Inside, just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Ball four, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Wandy Peralta, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. In there at the knees. And the count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Leody Taveras. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. And that's off the outside edge. Ball one.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
The 1-1 is fouled off. So they're all loaded up. Swing and a miss. It's a splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now, Adolis Garcia. Top of the zone for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two outs. Late that time, and it's strike two.
0-2 is the count. One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can rally their troops. Bottom of the 12th coming up. It's the Rangers 9 and the Padres 7. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Chris Martin.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Close,
Nope,
but
that's
call
ball.
the ball. And the count is 1-1.
One
It's
ball,
getting
one strike.
squeezed a little bit here late.
Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line to left. Fair ball. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And they trail by 1.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swinging and drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. Another homer. And the Padres win it in 12.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
In a 1-run game as this one ends 10-9. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.